In this video, you will learn about a solar eclipse that is coming on April 8th, 2024. On April 8th, 2024, there will be a solar eclipse visible in many parts of North America. From Mexico to Canada, many people will experience a brief nighttime event during the day. A solar eclipse happens when, at just the right moment, the moon passes between the sun and Earth. Sometimes the moon only blocks part of the sun's light. This is called a partial solar eclipse. Other times, the moon blocks all of the sun's light. This is called a total solar eclipse. As the moon blocks the sun's light, it casts a shadow on part of the earth. You can see here the moon blocks the sun and creates a shadow of darkness. The moon's shadow creates a trail as Earth rotates. This trail is called the path of totality. If you want to experience total darkness during an eclipse, you have to be in the path of totality. In that path, the moon completely blocks the sun's light for a few minutes. It gets so dark that it looks like nighttime during a full moon. When the solar eclipse reaches totality, animals sometimes get confused. Nocturnal animals wake up thinking that it's nighttime. And diurnal animals, or non-nocturnal animals, might think it's time to head to sleep. The April 8th eclipse will be at least partially visible in all 50 states, except Alaska. It will be entirely visible in 13 states, from Texas all the way to Maine. You don't need to live within the path of totality to see the eclipse on April 8th. These areas will see some of the solar eclipse also. 99% of people who reside in the United States will be able to see the partial or total eclipse from where they live. These people will see a total eclipse because this is the path of totality. And all of these people will get to see a partial eclipse. Every contiguous United States, plus parts of Alaska and Hawaii, will experience at least a partial solar eclipse. So remember, all of these people and all of these people are going to get to see at least a partial solar eclipse. And this word contiguous means people that live in the 48 states of the United States, the 48 adjoining U.S. states. Non-contiguous states are Alaska and Hawaii and all of the other offshore areas and U.S. territories. So every part of the U.S. states that are adjoining, the 48 states that are connected, plus parts of Alaska and Hawaii, are going to experience at least a partial solar eclipse during the 2024 eclipse. Anyone located in this path is going to have a chance to see a total eclipse on April 8th. Because remember, this is the path of totality from Texas all the way to Maine. That is the path of totality. But if you look really closely, all of these purple lines that you see across the map of the United States, where it's not the path of totality, these are the areas where a partial eclipse will be seen. So what about little old Delaware? Well, if we zoom in on Delaware, we are actually going to have a partial view. You can see the little purple lines going across Delaware. We are going to have a partial view according to this map. So I wonder what time we're going to be able to see a solar eclipse in Delaware. Let's see if we can find out. This table provides the time that totality will begin in some United States cities that are in the path of totality. And then these areas will also experience a partial eclipse comes before and after the path of totality time. And we are closest to Pennsylvania and New York time. So we are most likely going to have our partial eclipse time around 2:02 or 2:04 p.m. in the afternoon. Now we're not going to experience totality, so we're looking at around 2:02, 2:04 in the afternoon p.m., going all the way through to around 4:30 or 4:32 in the afternoon. So if we look at this chart, most likely in Delaware, we're starting at around 2 o'clock and going all the way to around 4:30, where we might see a partial solar eclipse in Delaware. If you know people that live in other parts of the United States, you can check out where people will experience a partial or totality of the solar eclipse in Texas, Arkansas, Illinois. You can look at different places on the map. You can also Google it. So if you know people who live in different parts of the United States, you can look that up on the internet. You could just Google California solar eclipse time, and you can find out searching a zip code or a city and state, and it will tell you on the internet. So you can get your glasses ready because we will see our partial eclipse for about 2 hours and 27 minutes on April 8th. 86% of the sun is going to be obscured. That means blocked by the moon at its peak time. Our peak time is going to be around 3:22 p.m. So I told you it was going to start at 2:07, somewhere around the 2 o'clock time frame. In Pennsylvania and Washington, it was saying around 2:02. This chart is saying our zip code right around 2:07 p.m. So sometime in the 2 o'clock time range, peaking at around 3:20 and ending around 4:30 p.m. So afternoon time for us here in Delaware. So get your glasses ready so that you can see a partial eclipse. Now you might be asking yourself, what glasses? What do you mean I need glasses? Let's find out more about solar eclipse glasses and what they're used for. So we need special solar eclipse glasses for April 8th because it is never safe to look directly at an eclipse without specialized eye protection. And this doesn't get out your sunglasses because sunglasses do not offer the special protection that you need during a solar eclipse. Looking at the intense light from the sun, even for just a few seconds, can cause permanent damage to your retina. And the retina is the part of the eye that is directly responsible for your vision. So we have these special glasses that we wear during a solar eclipse, and they're different from regular sunglasses. So let's find out a little bit more about these glasses and where you can get them. So we want to make sure we never look directly at the sun. You want to view the sun through eclipse glasses, or you can look through a handheld solar viewer during the partial eclipse phases. So before and after totality, you need to be wearing certified eclipse viewing lenses, not regular sunglasses. And you also want to make sure you're not looking through a camera or a cell phone lens because this can reflect the light and also damage your eyes. So scientists say that you can view the eclipse directly without proper eye protection. The moon is completely obscuring or blocking the sun's bright face. So during the brief period known as totality, and you know it's safe when you can no longer see any part of the sun through your eclipse glasses. Now, here in Delaware, we are not going to experience totality. Remember, we're only in a partial eclipse. So here in Delaware, we are always going to need our certified solar eclipse glasses. It is not going to be safe here for us to take them off if we are outside viewing the eclipse. So in Delaware, it's never going to be safe to take them off. As soon as we see even a little bit of the sun, we have to immediately have our eclipse glasses on. So that's very important for us to remember here in Delaware. The only people that can view the eclipse without glasses are the ones who are experiencing totality because it would be dark. There would be no sun because the moon would be blocking the sunlight. But we are not going to experience that. We are going to have sunlight. And if you look up at the sun, directly at the sun to see the eclipse, it can damage your retina, lifelong damage to your eyes. So we want to make sure that we have our glasses on, and we want to make sure you don't let your children look up at the sun either. So glasses are important, but it's important to remember they do not have to cost a lot of money to protect your eyes. So some people will try to sell you a pair of glasses that are very expensive, but you don't need those. Most stores sell the paper glasses for less than $3. Do not pay for glasses that are very expensive. These paper glasses that are $3 or less are just as good, as long as they are certified for the solar eclipse. So the paper disposable ones work just fine. You can buy them at Lowe's. They have them for $2.50 by their registers. You can buy them on Amazon. They have a 10-pack for $10 or less. And if you have a large family or you can share them with friends, this is the perfect value because they're about $1 a piece. And you can make sure that they are ISO and CE certified safe shades before you buy them. The package will tell you that they are safe for watching in an eclipse with these codes, ISO and CE certified. If they don't say that, then you don't want to buy them. But you don't need to spend a lot of money. A couple of dollars is all it takes to get a paper pair that you can watch the solar eclipse with. Okay, lots of other places have glasses too. And if you're not sure, just ask. You could ask at Walmart or Walgreens. You could say something like, "Do you have any solar eclipse glasses for sale?" But here's the trick. You don't want to wait too long. The longer you wait to buy them, the less likely you will have a chance to buy them. They are going to sell out as it gets closer to April 8th. So you're better off getting yours now. It is the week before the solar eclipse. Get them this week. Get them today or tomorrow if you can, because as it gets closer to Monday, April 8th, people are going to buy them out. When I looked on the Lowe's website, they had 500 pairs available for sale in Camden and Dover. But as it gets closer to Monday, those may not be available anymore. So here's the trick. You only want to spend a few dollars, not a lot of money, but you have to get them fast before they sell out. And you do need glasses if you're going to go outside and look at the sun, or it will damage your eyes. All right, so total solar eclipses over the land where people can see them do not happen very often. They are very rare. That means they only come around once in a while. Over the past century or 100 years, only 13 total solar eclipses have been visible in the United States. We had our last one in 2017, and the next solar eclipse can be seen in Alaska in 2033. But the next one that we will be able to see across the United States will not be until 2044. So if you go to Alaska, you can see one in 2033, in 9 years. But if you are in the United States, across the United States, you will not be able to see one until 2044. So get your glasses and get ready to see a partial solar eclipse in Delaware on April 8th, beginning around 2 o'clock, because you are not going to get another chance for 20 years. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope you get a chance to see the solar eclipse. When we come back to class after spring break, we cannot wait to hear what your experience was, and we hope you get a chance to see it, and we can talk about it in class. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great spring break.